In this video, we'll be going over how to use the admin portal to control information and users on the Bophelo Bacha mobile application. So this mobile application is there to empower resources, adolescent and young people by providing sexual and reproductive health and HIV information. So to get started, you have to have the application in your phone, and that you can download from the Google Play Store or from the Apple App Store. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing the mobile application to my left and the admin portal to my right? So I will be showing the interaction between the two ecosystems, that is the mobile application and the admin portal, and just to see how the two interact. So the admin portal really, as I've said before, controls the information on the mobile application. So we're just going to be going through those interactions. Into the Bophelo portal, and you get here via the URL bophelo.online/admin, and the URL is also in the link in the description, right? So as soon as you do that, you can log in into the admin portal by getting this login information from the systems administrator, and this is what I'm going to do. So I've put in my username and password. Once you've logged in, you see a dashboard, which is this dashboard just showing available users in the system, the number of forums that are there, the articles that are there, and with other various options to manage the app. You can view user data from here. You can manage user accounts. You can edit app content like articles and forums, and the chatbot, images, contacts, and a couple of other things. So we'll see how you control the two, right? So starting on, we're going to start with user management. So as soon as any user downloads the mobile application, they get to this page, and then they can click get started. So for them to log in into the application, they can enter their mobile number and password, right? And then they can log in after agreeing to the terms. But if they don't have a password, or they don't have an account with us, they can sign up. And to sign up, it's pretty much easy. You enter your first name. I'm going to enter mine. And my last name. And I'm going to select my date of birth. If I click this, and then I can go to my date of year, which is 2002, and click in, enter my phone number, choose my gender, if I'm male or female or other, select my password, agree to the terms and conditions, and then sign up. So if you enter a wrong phone number, it tells you could not validate phone number, and you now have to put the correct phone number so that it sends you a one-time password that you have to enter. So after you enter a valid number, you can click sign up, and you receive a one-time password, which you can then put here and verify. And when you verify, then if that code doesn't come, you can click resend code, right? And after you do that, it automatically loads you back to this start page. So here I'm going to then put my number, my phone number, and my phone number and my password, and log in into the system. So as soon as you log in, you can see there's the front page of the mobile application. Now, on this portal, after you've logged in into the portal, it obviously gets you to the dashboard, right? But then let's say you want to see all the number of people that have logged in. So you go to user management, which we are talking about, and you see all the people here. It shows that there are 37 people who have successfully created accounts, right? And in the event that one of your users is unable to create an account, you have two options. Or maybe they didn't receive an OTP and they got in touch. You can then click and edit, and what you can do is you can then enter a password for them. And when you enter a password for them, then they don't have to receive the OTP. You can just send them their new password, and then they can change it later. Apart from that, you can actually create a new user, input a name, and you can put in their phone number, and then their password, and then you click submit, and then you can just give them a password, and then they'll be able to log in into the system. So that's pretty much on user management, right? It's just helping people to log in, creating passwords for them, or actually creating the accounts for them. Next up, we're going to move to this app slider. And mainly what this app slider does is that you can use this to showcase any information that you want to show to the users, to the youth. And you can do that by clicking here on the app slider here. So you can see that these slider images that you see here are the same images that are being showcased here on this part of the mobile application. So let's say you want to add a new slider, right? You want to add new information that you want to show to the users. What you can do is just add and then you can select an image of your choice from your local machine. Let me look for an image. Probably put this as my image. And I click submit. And so that image is now showing in the list here, the sliders list. So now the image that we've just added here is now showing here in the mobile application. Obviously not in good quality, because I think the image that we put in is not also in good quality, but that's basically the case. So from here you can then edit that image. If you want to change the image, you can to another image, or you can actually simply delete it from the system, right? And when it gets deleted, it won't show in the mobile application. To talk about articles, and when you are in the mobile application, you can access articles by clicking on the bottom nav here and clicking articles, or you can get articles from the side menu here. And in our articles, we have article topics and individual articles, right? And we are going to talk about how to add the article categories, how to edit article categories, and how to delete article categories. So we have a total of 11 categories here, and each category has got its own image and its own name, and what you see here is also what will be seen by users in the mobile application. And we are going to see how we can add a new category. So to add a new category, you just create a name. Maybe I'll use using AI as my category, and I'll probably look for an image. So I've selected my image and I'm going to click submit. And that new category is now showing here in the system. Let's see from the mobile application. So our new category now also shows in the mobile application. Of course, when you click, there are no articles available, and now we can now go to articles. Right. So on the portal here, it's just showing all of the articles that are available here in the system. If you click in here, it shows you, I think, these first two articles in the same category. So it shows you the heading, the topic, the image, which is the featured image, and the category, and obviously a snippet of the body of that article, right? So in articles here, if you click inside an article, you can actually read through everything else that is in that article, including links. You can share that article to your friends as text. You can share it even via WhatsApp, right? And if you now you're in the portal and you want to add a new article, you can just click add, right? And from here you can then put in your heading of choice. And probably a topic. And you can select an image as a path. And from here you can select your category. So you have got the existing categories, but want to use the one that we just created. And body. So on body we have this text editor, which is quite user friendly. So you say that you can type in or you can then probably pull information from a Word document. So I just opened the Word document and I'm just going to copy example text here. So we are going to copy this, and I'm going to come here and I'm going to paste. Right. So I've pasted my text directly from Word, and I'm just going to make sure that it's a bit cleaned up so that it previews well in the mobile application. So after I do that, I'm just going to press submit. So now I'm just going to go and check for my new article. As you can see now, my using AI article that I just added is now showing here. And now I'm going back on the mobile application to just see if that article is now available. So here's my new article, and here's the text that I just copied from Word using AI and benefits of AI, and just showing around what we just added here is now what's being shown here. So from here you can also delete articles. You can actually delete an article that you just created, and you can edit an article. Maybe you want to add more information, you can just go here in the same text editor and you can really edit and submit. You can change the image path, change the topic, change the heading, even change the category for every other app, right? And it updates on the mobile application. So we're also going to just delete this quite later on, right? So in any article, right, users are allowed to then add their comments. And inside those comments, other users can like, reply, and report any comment. So I've just liked a comment, and I can also reply on this same comment. And so the conversation can go on under each article. And how then can the admin see these articles? Because apart from replying, user can report an article, an article comment, and as soon as they report, that comment disappears. So we're going to go through like how all these comments are displayed to the admin, and how the admin can handle reported article comments. So I'm going to click report on my own comment. I'm going to describe and as soon as I send that, then the comment then just disappears from view, so that other users cannot see what is reported. But let's see like how it then is going to be previewed from the admin panel. So for you to view comments on under each article, you can click show, and on article comments here, it shows you a comment that was flagged by a user. So it shows you the user, the comment, the time that it was created, and if it's false, you can click a flag here, right? And then if you flag it, then just to reshow again in the mobile application, right? But if it does not, then it means that you acknowledge that the article is not malicious. On forums, and forums basically are just topics that the youth can discuss around, right? So just almost the same as articles, we have forum categories and forums, and here you can add a new category. Let's add a new category. Let's select an image for our category. And as soon as you add the new category, then shows in your forum category page, right? So inside forum categories, we've got actual forums, and here we still just have one forum, which is here, and inside that forum, if you click here, asked if you want to get notified, which I don't, and you can now view all these forums, right? So if you're a new user, you go through forums terms and conditions, which you have to accept as a new user, right? So it's just showing the description up here and the body of the forum down here, and from here you can view comments by other participants, and you can see different students commenting on this particular forum. So anyone can comment. You can add your own comment. So yeah, from the forum side, we can also add new forums. I think we're going to add it in our new. Let's add a new forum on our new forum category that we just created, and we're going to select a category which is using AI in 2024. Probably put a title. And put in a description. Right, and submit. So our forum now shows here, and I'm just going to click back so that I see if it now shows in our mobile application. So this is our forum that we just created, and users can actually now start creating comments here. And so users can reply, and then they can report, and all the comments, reports show up here, and reports reply show up here. So let me report this. So once a comment is reported, it disappears from this list and it comes here. And so the admin can monitor on all the reports and the reply reports from this end. So in our mobile application, we have a chatbot section, and our chatbot section has two sections, which is the SRH and HIV chatbot, and an AI chatbot. And this first chatbot is a directory chatbot, and then this second chatbot is an sort of like an AI chatbot that uses artificial intelligence to give you more of like a bespoke responses, right? And so far our chatbot is powered by ChatGPT, our AI chatbot. So you can start by just saying hi, and then it responds to you, hello, how can I assist you today? Please remember that I provide information related to HIV, AIDS, and youth-related topics. Okay, so you can ask anything. And then it gives you all the information that you need. So just to fine tune how it responds, we use these AI rules on this AI rule section, and it's just basically adding new rules or editing the existing ones, right? Probably want something. So this is a rule. Your chatbot that responds to questions related to HIV/AIDS and youth-related topics. If a question is unrelated to these topics, politely inform the user that you can only answer questions about HIV/AIDS and youth-related issues. So you can edit and submit into this, or you can create separate rules which will be put together, and the chatbot will be able to answer. So I can ask something like, so I've asked what was the score on today's EPL matches, and it's saying, I'm sorry for any confusion, but as a chatbot, I'm specifically designed to provide information and answer questions about HIV, AIDS, and youth-related topics. So these rules then help you to kind of control what the AI responds to, and that also plays in other parts where someone asks for youth related help, as these AI rules are going to be refined, phone numbers are going to be added, and locations are going to be added, just to help the user if they have got any question on SRH, HIV, anything that we might think of as administrators of this mobile application. So the SRH chatbot is mostly controlled by a separate service called Twilio, and also Rapid Pro. So what it does is these are predetermined answers that are already put in the system, where you ask a question and it gives you, it just wants determined answers. So it's something that we're refining, and something that we're going to put also an extra video on. Talk about contacts, right? So in our mobile application, we provide contacts for our users, for the call center, and for other necessary emergency contacts, and also for other support services, right? So these are obviously yet to be updated, but for now I'm just going to show you how you can put this. For emergency contacts, you can go to the emergency contacts page, and here you can add a new emergency contact. So you can put a title, a contact name, an email address, probably you can put a city ambulance, a contact person, could be me, their address, their phone number, service, ambulance services, and probably availability. right? And as soon as you submit this will show in the mobile application under the images contacts. So here the information that I just added now shows here in the images contacts. So if you wish to call, you can just call direct. You click the call button, it opens your call app, and then you can call the number, or you can message the number, right, directly into your messages app. So this you can do for emergency contact, you can do for support services contacts, you can also do for call center contacts, right? So that's all on contacts. And next up, we will be talking about app feedback. So users can give feedback on their mobile application, and this is for us to help improve the mobile application. So this is the feedback that we have gotten from some of the users, and anyone can click in and add their feedback. Right, and as soon as the feedback is sent, it shows here. So this showing that this is helpful, and shows the time that this feedback was given, right? So it's always good for us to keep on refining our mobile application as we go. And next we are going to be talking about the application and terms and conditions, right? So inside the application we have about the application, which sort of like just tells you about the app, etc, the overview, the guidelines, and also our terms and conditions, which is this long list just showing our users what we value, and we can edit those here. You can edit your terms here and your about app here, and add in everything else in this these editors, these two editors. Bulk SMSs or bulk messaging, and this allows you to send bulk notifications via text message or via mobile application notifications, right? And it also allows you to send to a specific gender or date of birth, or send to a specific person. So on gender and date of birth here, you can select all male persons of a certain age, maybe starting out at probably 2015 to a certain age. And you can enter a message to them. And then you can send a message to them, or you can send to a specific person. Right, or you can then search or select a user and then send a message. So you can see a history of all those messages and who has received those messages, right? So that's pretty much it. I think from this you can also edit the body here and probably try to resubmit. And you can delete from this, but this is just a history tab that you are shown, or that just previews what you've sent some time back. So that's all on bulk messaging. We're going to be talking about the core admin functionalities, right? And we'll start with admin users, right? And these are the users for this admin portal. This is what we see here. So this is where, you know, the main administrator is going to create accounts for other mini administrators, maybe just article editors, IT guys who would want to also log in into the portal. So gives the admin the opportunity to just create accounts for users. I'm going to create an account here, probably put in their face and give them a password and create for them roles, which we're going to talk about. So there are two roles here, right? AI editors, and probably add permissions. So I'm just going to log out and log in with this new admin account that I've created. And this is my new account. I'm just going to log in. So it's got only one permission, which is the permission to just go through maybe these. So if you have no permission to a certain page as determined by the admin, it will just say permission denied, right? So I'm going to log in and go back to the admin page. But also you can see that my avatar is there, and the name that I just created an account for is there. So I'm going to log out from this so that I can log in with the super admin account. And so here we're talking about admin users. We're going to talk about roles, right? So these are the two roles that have been created, the administrator and the AI editors, right? We can create new roles, we can edit from the existing ones. To create a new role, you can put in, you know, maybe a slug, IT interns, and put a name for that particular intern, and then just select permissions. So these are the permissions that are there. Maybe you want them to have access to log in to the dashboard, authentication management, maybe media management, and AI rules, right? And you can submit this. Now you have created a new role and named that role. I probably should have just named it AI interns. So I can go back here, so I can put in maybe this. So I've changed it to MOH interns, right? So these are the roles. So that means that when I'm creating a new admin user, right, I can go back to the admin user that I've created, edit this guy, and probably come here and add a new row here, which is MOH interns. That means that the view that is going to this user is going to see it's going to be different, right? Because now it's got more permissions. So I'm going to go to permissions, and so the permissions that are there, you can add new permissions if you want. Put in the HTTP method and the HTTP path from Postman, right? So we've got a number of endpoints that we've exposed that you can put in so that you can actually create these permissions. But this is permissions that are already pre-created for authentication, for management, for dashboard, for a media manager, which means they can see media, they can control AI rules, etc, etc. So this is the hierarchy. You create a permission. From a permission, you create roles, and from roles, then you create admin users so that you can put them in under different roles. And then we have a menu, and basically what this menu just does is it then puts order to your dashboard, right? So maybe I want to move this call center down to where other contacts are, right? I've just moved it around. And from there, then I can reorder group, etc, etc, just to make sure that everything is well and fine. So it's sort of like just a drag and drop kind of thing that you can easily do. And as soon as you click save, then it is then able to then save these changes. So I'm just playing around with this, see how it goes. So from each other page, you can actually delete a page here, you can edit that page, and what it just needs is a parent or a root, if it's root, or if it is a parent, and then you can put in a title. So I'm going to put a title here, and I'm going to put contacts. Here you can choose your icon. And you can select a URL. If there's a URL, you can select roles and permissions, or you just submit. Right. So my contacts has been created here. So I'm going to try to move it. Some of these kids, and also move this down here. So I've just put these new contacts, and I wanted to have these as children, right? All these contact services as children. And after I've done this, I would like to save this. So after I've saved, you can see that all my contacts are now correctly, grouped, and now I just don't have to see a lot of things. I just put some order into my menu. So from here you can just see this menu, and then on the operation log, then you can see everything that has been going on in the admin panel. I mean, new accounts that were being created, new things that have been put in, so just for a bit of accountability. And on the media manager, this is just our local storage, and from here we store almost all the images and sometimes articles, such that they don't stay in someone's machine, just in case machines get lost, etc, etc. They just stay in our save. So basically that's it. Just to wrap up, in our mobile application, we also have a period tracker that our users can use. There's a couple of settings that can be changed up and down, and there are also a number of games, so users can play Sudoku, etc. And also users can also play Tetris. Right, so that is it on this admin portal. Feel free to get in touch for any questions, any clarifications, any changes that you might want us to do on this portal. Thank you very much.